So what are decorators in Angular? Decorators are actually, some functions that are adding metadata to your class or members of your class. You must have seen them in Angular a lot. Like, for example, they are prefixed with this @ symbol. So @ component, for example, you define in the and then inside this decorator you define. Sorry, you have, for example, an HTML file, a TS file, and a CSS file. And similarly, we have ng module, @input, @directive. These different kind of directives that we use. Sorry, decorators. These different kind of decorators that we used in Angular. So yeah, the definition of a decorator is that they are the functions that allow a service or a directive or a filter to be modified prior to its usage. Modifying means adding some metadata, and you can use decorators with a component, as I said, using this @ component, with a module like @ng module, with a field, for example, using @input or @output. You can use decorators with a directive, so you can use @directive. You can use, when you are using dependency injection, you can just write @injectable, in your class, and then you can use dependency injection, or @pipe before a filter. So these are different kinds, different decorators in Angular, and that's what decorators are. So let's go to the next question. What are different types of decorators in Angular? So there are two types of decorators in Angular: class decorators and class field decorators. So class decorators are these, for example, @component, @ng module, @directive, @injectable, @pipe. They are the class level decorators. Then we have these field level decorators, which are @input and @output. So you use this @input decorator if you want to receive data from a parent component to a child component. Then you use @input decorator. But you use @output decorator if you want to send data from a child to a parent component. Yeah, so to send data from child to parent, you use @output. To receive data from parent to the child, you write @input decorator. Similarly, for these class level decorators, you use, if you want to define a component, you use @component decorator. If you want to define a module, you use @ng module decorator. If you want to define a directive, you use @directive decorator. If you want to use dependency injection in your class, you use @injectable decorator. If you want to define a pipe, you use @pipe decorator. So that is a bit of explanation of decorators in Angular. So you can see here in this example, we have defined here there is a decorator component which is defining this component here, and its template, its selector, and styles and everything. And then we have these fields. For example, this name string. This name field is going to be an input. For example, it is going to get the data from its parent component, and this is the output. It's gonna send data to its parent component. So this is the output value of or output field, and this is the input field. So that's how we write decorators inside Angular.